All right, viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the Coach's Desk. I'm your host, Coach Minzy, and we're going to be talking about Elaine Thompson Herah. Yes, we'll be talking about um, a situation that she faced before, the Olympic, and she overcame it, and she is actually on the lips of many track and field fans around the world. Yeah, so we want to be talking about we will be talking about that and hearing what Elaine had to say about that situation that she faced throughout 2021. Yeah. All right. So before we get into the video, people, please remember to like the video. Yeah, man, like the video. Put a whole lot of like on the video, and ensure that you subscribe if you're new to the channel. Yes, subscribe to the channel. I am Coach Minzy, and this is the Coach's Desk. This is where you get your sporting experience. So, all right, let's jump right into it. So, they did the World Athletics. They did an article on Elaine Thompson, right? And it is titled "Elaine Thompson Era: Nothing is Wrong with Failing." The Olympic sprint champion or double champion shares how she bounced back, you know, from injuries and disappointment on the track to dominate at Tokyo 2020. And this is going to be an interesting one, people. You stay until the end of the video. All right. Now, despite her remarkable achievements on the track, five-time Olympic champion Elaine Thompson Herah, she is well aware of the pains of failure. Many call her a failure. Many say that she has a mental issue, and she needs to do this and she needs to do that. She's the female version of a particular athlete. I won't be calling his name. A lot of things were hurled at her, you know. And after a glorious treble at Rio, that's in 2016, winning the sprint double and the silver in 4x1 relay, 4x100 meters relay, the Jamaican star actually was the favorite for the world titles at London 2017 and 19 in Doha. And that's when the chastisement came on. But people, all her world athletics championship sprints ended in disappointment. She was disappointed. She did not win. Of course, who won that those titles. You know, for the past 5 years, she indicated that she has been hurdling obstacles. She believed that were very hard. A sprinter is doing hurdles. Well, it's sprint hurdles, but I mean, a flat sprinter is doing hurdles. And those are some of the obstacles that she would have faced. She did that until, she could get back on track and then claim all these titles last year. Yeah. Now, Elaine explicitly told the interviewer that nothing is wrong with failing or starting over. And that's a lesson that some people can learn from. Nothing is wrong with that. What she did was that she managed to bounce back in a spectacular fashion in Tokyo last year after all those issues. Yeah. Repeating her individual sprint double from Rio and winning her first relay Olympic gold. That's a remarkable comeback. Winning 2016, 2017, 2019, a lot of challenges. She has mental issues, persons would say. She not good or whatever. She not performing at the big events. A lot of things were said. Now, she explained how she fought her way back to the top. Now, everybody knows that Elaine struggled with an Achilles tendon injury for the better part of 5 years. Yeah, better part of 5 years. She could only manage fifth in the 100 meter at 2017 championship that she described as the biggest disappointment in her career. The following season also yielded subpar performance, but 2019 saw her win the Jamaica Nationals in her best time for 2 years. She then took it to Pan American title in Lima before arriving in Doha World Championship as the favorite. But again, she failed to deliver, placing fourth in the 100 meter as Shelley and Fraser Price claimed her fifth world title. Big up to Shelley and Fraser Price. Now, Elaine was then forced people to pull out of the 200 meter semifinals and the 4x100 meter relay. That's how disappointed it was for her. And it is as a result of that Achilles. Now, Elaine said, and I quote, disappointments do come. But I have to continue to work hard because no athlete goes into a championship to lose. I didn't go to a championship to lose. No, it was beyond my control. End of quote. She indicated. And she said this in an interview with Olympics.com before the Tokyo Games. Now, she went further to state that every athlete has their obstacles that they are facing rather. I've been facing lots of obstacles for the past 3 years, and it's been a battle between myself and injury. So she has been fighting injury for the past 3 years. However, her determination carried her through at Tokyo. You know, Elaine Thompson could have stopped. Listen, this part of the game, of the sport, it actually put you some persons in a state of depression, thinking about, am I going to quit? When am I going to get better? I want to stop this thing. But her determination, and I guess a good team that she has in her corner. Now, Elaine, 29-year-old, she won the 100 meter crown in emphatic fashion. Everybody knows that, one of the most talked about race, and even had time to point in the celebration as she crossed the finish line, 10:61. That's an Olympic record. And guess what? She gained the title of the second fastest woman in 100 meter history, and also the fastest woman alive. She subsequently ran that time. Yeah. But why this race was so well in her eyes is because two other Jamaicans were a part of the race, which made history for the Jamaicans. Again, at one point we had 1-2-2. In this instance, we made history by having 1-2-3. But she did it in emphatic style. A lot of people wrote her off. Yes, a lot of people wrote her off that she cannot win. But she did. Congrats to her. Now, she carried that dominance through to the 200 meter comfortable, pulling away from the rest of the field. 21.53, another win. Only Flo Jo running faster. That caused her to become the first woman to retain both sprint titles at the Olympics. Big, big, big achievement. Nobody never do it yet. I had to insert that. Now, she completed a famous treble as the Jamaican bettered their silver in Rio, women's 4x1. So they won gold there. Huge performances, but the painful journey to Olympic glory stays with her. Nobody don't know if she gets what she went through. You know, series of disappointments. At one point, quitting was the next option. But you know the thing, she didn't. Hence the reason why we would have had this historic moment from her. She also won Athlete of the Year. And she said, keep believing and keep working. If it takes you 5 or 7 years to achieve your goals, that's okay. Nothing is wrong with failing or starting over. So, young athletes, if you're listening, you're going to be having a whole lot of issues, a series of injuries, especially those who were tipped to big things from junior to senior. You might start out and you're having a whole lot of challenges. Don't give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. All when it seems like it's not going anywhere and age is catching up. Don't give up. Elaine said for the past 5 years, she has been hurdling many obstacles until she could get back on the track and then claim all those titles last year. She said this to the Jamaica Gleaner. When things are not working for me the way I want them to, I write affirmations on what I want to achieve and believe that it will happen. And that's what she wrote. Big affirmations. She basically spoke to herself, positive things to herself. Now, Paris 2024 will be her third Olympics. She will hope to follow Usain Bolt's triple-double, winning both sprints at 3 consecutive games. She changed coach, and a lot of people are saying a lot of things about that. She left MVP after last year's triumph. Many are saying she won't repeat that. But again, Elaine is not a quitter, people. Do not write her off. Usain Bolt is an icon. Everybody know that what he did. Incidentally, he is one of Elaine's greatest icons. And of course, everybody knows that Usain Bolt had his earlier struggles as well. And those inspired Elaine. She said, if you look back at when Usain started out, he didn't win at his first Olympics. You have to be defeated to be a good champion. And this will motivate me to be a good champion, a better opponent, and a good sportswoman. End of quote. She said soon after her disappointing 2017 World Championship. So that's what she said. That's her words. She got defeated and she came back bilious. Now, Elaine is one of Olympic stars expected to challenge for medals at the World Athletics Indoor Championship at the Stark Arena in Belgrade starting on Friday. No, she won't. So they probably thought that she would have been there, or stars expected to challenge, but no, Elaine is not going to be there. And she had a time of 7.04. Based on that time, she could have gone there to challenge, but she opted against that. You know, so I mean, what are your thoughts on Elaine's story, people? I know a lot more should have been revealed. A lot probably wasn't said, but you know, sometimes the athletes don't want to put everything out there. But trust me, she said it best. Her obstacles were like hurdles that she had to be hurdling every single moment. And you see, when athletes face their stuff and come out triumphant, trust me, you have to laud them, because trust me, track and field rough enough, people. Track and field is very rough and tough. So continue to support the athletes, you know, as they continue to represent us. When they do well, yes, we support them. If they don't do so well, we'll talk about it. But at the same time, we have to be empathetic with some of them. You know what I mean? So, what say you? What are your thoughts on this Elaine Thompson story? Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like the stream, like the video, people. I appreciate it. Thanks for staying to the end of the video. All those who did, it's a pleasure. Until next time, peace out.